Recently, I was invited to go deliver Meals on Wheels with Senior Resources. And unbeknownst to me, we knocked on the door of a veteran, a gentleman that I've known a really long time. And I had no idea that he was in need of food. And that reminded me that even as a military wife, we have to do a better job. The Year of the Veteran, in my mind, has really been an effort by our station to educate the community about the needs of our veterans, number one, and then for us all to come together on relevant and meaningful ways that we can really address those needs.
You can't live in Columbia and not be touched by a veteran every day. It's only natural then that we form this partnership to reach out to them, help them with their resources that they need.
A lot of people are surprised that military families might need some assistance getting food on the table, but it happens all the time. There are young military families who've just gotten married. You know, when you enlist, it's not a big paycheck that comes in. There are so many organizations in our community who truly want to reach out to help our veterans. The Year of the Veteran has really been the vehicle to bring all of that energy together to make a tremendous impact.
Year of the Veteran Phone Bank. It is all a part of our year-long effort to help veterans here in the Midlands and all around our states.
Having Fort Jackson here has been part of our DNA for 100 years. It's a seamless partnership, and I think the folks here appreciate what the military does day in and day out, and the military recognizes that Columbia is a great place to call home.
Of all the initiatives we've done over the years, we have never had more widespread support, and that is really a reflection of the admiration and respect that our community has for the military.
My time in the Army, I've spent time at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Fort Lee, Virginia, been to Korea twice, been deployed once or twice, Fort Bragg, Fort Drum. Where else have I been?
Fort Rucker.
Fort Rucker. Yes, and in Fort Rucker, that's where we met.
These families that travel all around the United States and all around the country, because the Army moves you every 3 years. They're going to new communities all the time. They're always an outsider.
Hey girls. Hey Goldie. What you got for me?
When a town can involve the families, have programs that make the military families welcome and feel like they belong in this community. It's just better for the town that the programs are in, the community. It's better for the community, it's better for the military families.
Fort Drum is not Fortress Drum. It is part of our community. One of the things that you find when you come to Jefferson County, New York, is that it's where I think that the Army and agriculture meet.
Small Farms Program is a extension program that is specifically focused on beginning farmers. So Cornell got a grant for 3 years to figure out how we could support veterans who are transitioning into agriculture.
My name is Steve Conaway. I am the president of the Thousand Islands Winery located in Alexandria Bay, New York. I came to Fort Drum with my wife and family and served as a battery commander at Fort Drum, went to Afghanistan, and at the time when I went to Afghanistan, I was actually close to retirement, so I was thinking about what I was going to do.
Veterans have historically started lots of businesses, right? They're entrepreneurial by nature. And in the agricultural industry, they have all these opportunities to find niche markets, to go out and innovate and develop new processes. And they're doing it in a much accelerated rate than the non-veteran population, which is interesting.
There has never been a winery this far north in the United States. I started researching it and I found out that there were wineries up in Quebec that were even colder than this area around Fort Drum. My wife purchased the farm while I was deployed, and then when I came back, that's when we began converting an old dairy farm to the winery.
Veterans are coming out of the service, they're mission driven, they're looking to find something to sink their teeth into, right? A goal.
In the military, If you're in the wrong, they tell you you're in the wrong, and you have to improve yourself, and they won't let you skip out on that. So in the ag world, it's the same thing. Animals don't lie and plants don't lie. So if you're doing a bad job, they're going to tell you. My name's Cody Morris. I am a veteran and co-founder of Egbotic here in Sagax Harbor, New York. I got out of the military, ran into one of the other co-founders here. We both came up with the idea of using robotics in ag. We grow fresh organic vegetables in soil in a completely controlled environment. John and I invented a system that traverses the greenhouse, acts as our tractor and our irrigation system. It collects data, and it also harvests and row forms and seeds our greenhouse.
You take a soldier who starts out defending the nation, and he transitions to a career where he's then feeding the nation. And in many ways, there's a lot of skill sets that are transferable there.
I use the same principles I used in the Army. I just have now applied them to agriculture. And so far, it's working out.
We'll do specific trainings for veterans who are interested in certain types of agriculture, whether it's specific to livestock or vegetable production, fruit, or if it's just business planning classes.
Yeah, the Extension offers lots of classes.
We've taken marketing classes, we've taken business classes, we've taken introduction to chicken classes. They have provided a lot of information and a wealth of resources to help us in our endeavor.
They're bringing all this resources, this diversity into our community, and it's allowing us to have these enterprises and these markets and new brains and new energy coming into our community.
It was the right decision for me. I was able to go back to my agricultural roots, and we were able to start a whole new industry. So Thousand Islands Winery was the very first winery in the Thousand Islands region. Now there's 12 other wineries, there's 4 breweries, and there's 3 distilleries. And now there's a wine trail, so this has spurred, almost countless economic benefits to the entire region.
A lot of these guys around here, they want to stay in the community. That's why you find more veterans from Fort Drum staying here, because of how much the community appreciates them, and they feel welcomed. They feel like this is their home, not just their base.